Hi, so in about a month I'll be leaving the United States to be traveling for a couple years, and I think now would be a good time to answer the question of why. So I decided to travel about 3 months ago because conditions were perfect. Perfect as in I couldn't find a job. I graduated from Boston University in May and immediately I started on the job hunt. So I shotgunned a bunch of applications out into the working world and I heard back from a couple people. And each of those places all seemed to talk about me in the exact same way. I was an inexperienced graduate and I had nothing to offer to the working force of really any substantial value. And that's probably why I didn't hear back from a lot of places. And to be honest, it was kind of disheartening knowing that I had absolutely no value to the working world. So I got a degree in education, the liberal arts field, but that means I have analytical skills, but apparently having analytical skills and an education in a certain background is not enough because my diploma just ended up being a piece of paper that meant nothing. They're like, oh, you got a diploma? So does everybody else. So after a while, when no one was hiring me, it became quite clear that I didn't look good on a piece of paper. And after a while, that kind of really made me depressed and I became Sad Albert. And Sad Albert actually believed that he was worthless and that he actually couldn't get a job. But then I was like, what the fuck, wait a minute, no, there's more to me as a person and more to my value as a human being than what can be read and written down on a piece of paper. It's just a resume, and I started to actually believe that I had a lower value as a person just because I wasn't as valuable to other people and employers in the workforce. I didn't want to wait for someone to just hand me a job and get a job for the sake of having a job. I wanted to go out into the world and really chase my passions, and recently I've discovered that my passions happen to be traveling, video making, and also writing. I originally wanted to go to school for filmmaking, but my parents decided to tell me to get a more practical major, so I studied international relations instead. Yeah, thanks Mom. But now I know what I want to do, and going out there and traveling fills me with a lot more life and a lot more interest than any other desk job could possibly give me. I'm traveling to find my way through life and possibly find myself in another country and see what opportunities come my way, but the thing is there's no guarantee, which is what scares the crap out of me. But at the same time fills me with a lot of excitement, which is this huge giant paradox that's mired inside of me and I feel so weird inside. It kind of feels like I have indigestion. Overall, I wanted to go out there into the world and prove to myself that I can do the things that I'm passionate about and accomplish them for my own sake, so that I can prove to myself once and for all that I'm not just this unexperienced and unvaluable worker to the modern day workforce that really got me down and depressed. So basically, I'm gonna be traveling because I'm doing it for the money. Which there is none. Will I make it out there? We'll see, but it's gonna be an adventure, it's gonna be a journey, and I'll find out for myself. Thanks for watching my video. Until next time, I'll be somewhere out there.